All right, so I'm here at South by Southwest with Esteban Contreras. Esteban is the, I'm going to show his badge just for those of you that want to see exactly how to spell it. He works at Samsung. He's a social media manager. He's also the unofficial mayor of the Samsung Blogger Lounge upstairs, which they were kind enough to make me a VIP of. We've got this gorgeous wall in the background. We'll head over there in a minute and take a closer look. But Esteban, tell us what's going on with the wall. You guys, I think, have the screens and the hardware that's powering it, correct?
Yeah, so we wanted to come. We wanted to add some value, do something smart, creative, get a little artistic, visualize some data. And so what you see now is a product of several months of us planning and thinking about how we could come to South by Southwest, you know, where all these minds collide and they're talking about all these interesting things. And we knew we wanted to sponsor this conference and show our what we can do, not just our hardware, which we have 12 screens assembled there together, 46 inches each. And as you can see, they look like this gigantic media wall.
You'll be really impressed when we get up close. It's big.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
And clean and crisp.
Nobody's done anything like it, and obviously it makes sense for us to do it because we have the screens. But we didn't just want to come and show, you know, some fish flying around or some horses running. We wanted something interesting and social and that would capture people's imaginations a little and just show, hey, there's things you can do with social data that you can visualize, and there's things that you can curate from the social web, so that instead of just having aggregation of feeds and photos or tweets, we just wanted something interesting. And so what we did is we manually curated a bunch of tweets, and we are selecting some of the things that we believe capture the essence of the conference. We try to include some of the most. We included all the panels and then showed, hey, here are some of the most relevant and interesting ones. We captured photos from all over and around Austin that had to do with South by Southwest. Some with photographers that we had talked to, but really anybody's a photographer these days. Anybody is a photojournalist, so we try to capture whatever was free and available from the web. And you can see that it looks pretty cool. People find it interesting, and we also have a website where you can go and during, after, whenever you want, you can go there and you can find some of the best of the best of South by Southwest according to Samsung. So we hope people will go and check it out and enjoy it.
Yeah, and I think that's samsung.com/SXSI, correct? And that will be up for a long time after. So
yeah.
Folks that came here maybe got a little overwhelmed, didn't see all the good content, can go back and, you know, find the slide share, the pictures, the tweets, etc.
Yeah, samsung.com/SXSWI. It'll be there up for a while. We're working with a company called Just3. They're really good at what they do. I've had the pleasure of working with them on things around social and data visualization. They do really cool stuff, and we worked on not just the media wall behind us, but that website. And we're going to put together an infographic to show, here are some of the highlights, some of the total tweets, total check-ins, things like that. And we hope people will find it afterwards.
Yeah, so this is great. Just to sort of wrap up with an editorial thought before we walk over here, the real key is I've been talking for the last, you know, sort of, I don't know, 6 to 12 months about curation and why businesses need to do a better job for their customers curating. This is a perfect example of, you know, you guys doing just that. You know, and it's interesting because you touched on aggregation. It started with like, how do we even collect the data? So that happened a while ago, and then it was, how do I aggregate the data through these, you know, RSS or XML feeds? And now this next phase is, how do I curate the data? And there will be a fourth, and this ties into sort of my passion, location, and that's how do you actually start to make recommendations back out. So this is good for anybody that wants sort of that passive, you know, I want to see what you've whittled down the list to, and I'm sure next year when you're here, what you'll be doing is pushing out to people's phones, you know, these are the best of the best, and we know who you are, and this is what you actually want to be doing. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many cool things that are happening these days where you can, there's personalization, there's curation, there's voting up, there's all this data out there, and it's a lot of noise. How do you organize that? How do you make sense of all that madness? It's pretty exciting times.
All right, let's walk over to the wall.
All right.